I've decided that I'm going to try something new here. Uh, I'm going to begin filming videos for a YouTube channel. And all of these are going to revolve around toys, action figures. As you can see behind me, I collect G.I. Joe figures. Some of my videos are going to be discussing different pieces that I have in my collection, and also I'm going to do unboxing videos and mail haul videos, things that I get in the mail from different people, things I get in trades, and things that I pick up in person off a store shelf. So tonight, my girlfriend and I went into the Walmart in Clarksville, Indiana, and I was just walking through the action figure aisle, which looked like a disaster area. It looked like a yard sale or something. A bunch of damaged packages, and it looked like shit. It was pretty rough. But what I did find tonight was, and they had 6 of these, the Loyal Subjects G.I. Joe vinyl action figures, or action vinyls. Dude, I was happy to see something G.I. Joe related on the shelf in a retail store. Like 3 of these boxes have been opened up, and the packages inside have been opened. All of these are blind boxes. The box, as far as I know, all the boxes, I don't really know a whole lot about these yet. I'm going to do some research, and I think that I'm probably going to end up buying more of these, and I may start, seriously collecting them. On the back you have Baroness, 1 of 24. I'm guessing there's 1 in 24 boxes that has Baroness in it. 1 in 48 for Crimson Guard, and then the Cobra Sniper, you have 1 in 96. So I mean, I think that's pretty cool that they're doing this. The blind box, blind package. Every one of these that you buy, you don't know what you're getting inside. And this is the first sealed one that I've had in hand. Did look at one at a toy show a couple months ago that was opened, and I got to play with the figure, check it out, and they only have 1, and I didn't buy it because this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to buy a blind box, and I wanted to open it myself. On one side of it, you have the Cobra Officer that's 2 of 16. You have Copperhead that is 2 and 16, Firefly that's 2 and 16, and Major Blood that's 2 and 16. On the other side, you have Beachhead that's 2 and 16, Snake Eyes that's 2 and 16, Blowtorch 2 and 16, and Roadblock that's 2 and 16. So I know that you randomly can get rare figures out of these. So I'll show you how it's sealed. It has a clear circular sticker seal on it. If opening this turns out to be as cool as what I think it's going to be, what I'd like to do is buy a case of these. I've seen cases of them on eBay, and they're not too terribly expensive. It's one of the things about the new figures. The new figures have been steadily increasing in price. I mean, I know they're out of production right now. All right, badass. So I'm assuming, judging by the file card, that I got Blowtorch, and I'm assuming that Blowtorch is a common. I'm fine with that. Pretty neat little deal here with the file card. That's pretty cool. And what you get inside the box is one of these foil pouches. And this is a Wave 2 figure, X the Loyal Subjects. So I'm going to make sure there's nothing up in the top. I'm going to cut this open with a box cutter. Remember, kids, always cut away from yourself, or you end up with nasty scars. Yeah, there's a little cutout right here where I could have just torn that, I guess. But anyway, whatever. So the figure is articulated in the knees, hips, and double articulation in the shoulders, and the hands are articulated. They turn, but there's no elbow articulation. You can see the shoulder joint. It's kind of like a ball joint. It looks like it would pop off pretty easy. Yeah, let's break him. Yeah. Figure's arm pops right off, and this is the ball and socket joint. That's pretty cool. And it pops right back on. Even better. It's not too terribly tight. The waist is put together in the same manner. You could pop this off. You could actually do like some kit bashing if you wanted to with these figures. I don't really know why you would, but the feet are articulated in the same manner. The knees are articulated with a pin. There's like a plastic pin that goes through it. It looks like it's probably flared on one side. Yeah, he's kind of loose. He's just whatever. I mean, this guy's gonna go on a shelf back behind me probably. Big cartoony head. This reminds me a lot of the Pop vinyls. And the head is also articulated with a ball and socket. Yeah, I'm literally just taking this figure apart. I paid, I think, like 12 or 13 bucks for this. You know, for what it is, I think 12 or 13 bucks is a little overpriced. But at the same time, there's nothing else out right now. Unless you get into the super expensive Sideshow collectibles, which I may end up having to buy one of those if I want to, continue with these videos. But yeah, you could take this guy apart, kit bash him pretty easy. They just snap together. They they look like midgets or dwarves or some kind of little cartoony. Oh well, the foot came right off. Another ball and socket joint. I was just trying to straighten his foot up, but apparently that's not a good idea because he's going to stand like that with his legs spread out real far. I don't really care for that, but whatever. Okay, let's see what else is in the bag here. We have an accessory pack. And the accessory pack comes with, we'll open it up here with the handy dandy box cutter. And go through it piece by piece. And I'm probably, yeah, I might save the box and the packaging and everything. I don't really see much of a use in it. There's nothing that makes this packaging individual except the file card. I know that I'll keep the file card, but it is really cool. I still think that it's cool that these are blind packaged. They're blind boxes. So what we have here is I can't tell if this is, I just fucking broke this. That's disappointing. I just fucking broke this. Man, okay. So I'm less and less satisfied with this the more I look at it. I'm still going to buy more of them, but all I did was move this, and apparently this is all one piece and painted. That hose is not a separate piece. Yeah, that's kind of shitty. But that's going to pull right off there. Man, that is disappointing. I hate, one thing that I hate is buying something and it immediately being so fragile that it just breaks apart like that. I did not manhandle this. I didn't, I was not rough with this at all or anything. I literally just moved it to see if it was a separate piece. Apparently it's not. And that's kind of shitty. Because the way this is shaped, I'm not sure that he'd even be able to hold on to that, because when I put this in his hand, that's probably going to go ahead and break off. You've got the backpack. You've got the hose. That's a very brittle attachment right here that comes up into the gun, which I'm sure that if I move this very much, it's probably going to break right off there too. So, these appear to be painted. Moving along to the helmet. I think the helmet is molded in this color, but if you look right in the package, it's damaged. It's got marks on it right up here. Look at that. Not thrilled. Not thrilled. So what is this supposed to go to? You've got a hose that comes out of the mask and goes to nothing. It looks like it's supposed to stick in something. Maybe I'll look at the figure here in a minute, but maybe it's supposed to go in the front of the figure. So this is the face mask, and the face mask is clear vinyl, plastic, whatever, and the yellow is painted on. I need to get a dimmable bulb to put in this room so that you guys can see a little better. But yeah, this is one solid piece that's clear. The hose looks like it might be glued in or something, maybe. Yeah, I'm looking on the inside here, and it looks like the hose plugs in. Get the damn camera to focus. But it looks like the hose plugs in and is maybe glued. To attach the mask to the helmet, you have a tab here, and you have a tab here. The helmet has 2 slots, as you can see there. So let's go ahead and plug this in and see just how well it fits. And it's okay. It is kind of okay. It'll stay. It's in there with friction, but so pop that off. Okay, the figure does have a hole in his chest for the hose that's on the respirator mask. So we'll put his helmet on him, and his helmet just sits on there and free floats and spins, and that's not really that great. That's kind of junky. $13 for a figure that's not very well made. At least, okay, I take that back. The figure seems to be decently well made. The accessory, no, this definitely is as I imagined. This is something that's geared toward the adult collector. It says not for children under 3 years of age. This is geared toward the adult collector, flat out. It's a display piece. I don't like the fact that his legs are all wonky and that he won't stand unless his legs are like that. I don't like that. I get that it's small. It's supposed to look, cartoony and funky, but come on, man. These companies can do better. Maybe. Fuck, I don't know. Maybe they can't do better. Alright, the helmet, even with the face mask on, this, it sits at a decent position. But, I mean, it's all wobbly all over his head. That's not cool. The only thing that's going to hold this is if you plug this into his chest. Alright, the hose is plugged in, and it seems to hold the helmet in place decently well. Figure is very top heavy with that big fat head. So let's take this junky ass backpack and stick it on here. Man, that's disappointing. it has a peg on the backpack, and there's a hole in the figure's back that the peg will plug into. So I've raised his arm up, plugging him in, and attempt getting this in his hand. Oh, hell, are they made to hold the accessories? There we go. So he is made to hold the accessories. And there we have him, holding the flamethrower. And this is pretty much about all that you can do with the figure. It's strictly for display. I don't open my figures. As you can see behind me, I don't open these guys and play with them. Most of the figures that I have that are loose are either figures I had when I was a kid, or something that's very rare and hard to come by or whatever, that you just don't find in packaging. I have a lot of I have some. I don't have a lot of, but I have some of the Black Major figures and the Red Laser figures, which I'll do videos on all of those guys as well. Hell, I'll probably just do videos on individual figures to talk about Black Major, Red Laser, and whatnot. And another thing that I'm going to do with these videos, you're going to get an honest review out of me. I will tell you exactly what I think about the figure, what I think about its playability, what I think about the quality of it. Right now, the Loyal Subjects figure, the fact that this piece broke as soon as I took it out of the package, and I didn't do anything to break it. It's literally that flimsy, that fragile. That's a major downfall for this one. That makes me very unimpressed. The looseness of the helmet makes me unimpressed. Posability, playability, those are also things that make me fairly unimpressed with the Loyal Subjects G.I. Joe figures. They are a display piece. What impresses me about them, they look cool. The blind boxing, the fact that you don't know what you're getting when you buy one of these, that's a pretty cool sales point to some people. I mean, it's kind of like a lottery. You're taking a chance on getting a rare figure, which, I would rather do this and then, just take a chance than to chase down some of these figures. But which, if I get into collecting these, that's what I'll probably do. I'll probably start chasing down some of the rare figures, because I've looked online and there's some pretty cool rare figures. They look neat. That's the thing about them. They look neat. They're the paint's okay. You're not looking at a lot of detail in something like this. This reminds me a lot of the Pop Vinyls. It really does. So this guy, his legs are just so goofy looking. But oh, come on. Really? What is this on the bottom? He is stamped on the bottom of his foot with a Loyal Subjects logo. By the way, all of these are going to be filmed with my phone. You can kind of see him there standing up by himself. So he does stand alone. So he'll end up going on a shelf. One thing that I noticed here with the packaging, we have proof of purchase, 1 TLS flag point. For those of you that grew up with G.I. Joe, I'm sure that you remember flag points and being able to send those in for mail-in offers. I got a shitload of stuff like that when I was a kid. I was always clipping and saving flag points so that I could get whatever. For right now, I'm going to throw this back in the box, putting the file card back in the box along with the trash. And I'll hang on to it for a little while. Maybe stand him up on it or something. Stand him up in front of it, maybe. Whatever. I don't know. I'm, overall, I like the figure. I'm not super thrilled with the fact that I paid 13 bucks. It was $12 and something. I paid 13 bucks for a figure that a piece of it broke as soon as it took it out of the package. I'm not impressed with that at all. Playability, I'm not impressed with. Overall, for what it is. If you like these for what they are and nothing more, you'll be pleased with them, because I mean they're a put it together, stick it on a shelf, and you've got a neat little figure to look at. They're not very posable. They're not, which I say they're not very posable because they're not going to stand alone. A lot of people base posability on like what you can do with a 3 3/4 inch O-ring G.I.Joe figure, and I guess that's probably part of what I'm doing. I'm trying to compare this to an O-ring figure, and it's not. It's something completely different. But yeah, I'll probably buy more of them. I'll buy some to open on camera, to open for Facebook videos and for YouTube videos. But I don't, as of right now, I don't think that I'm going to seriously get into collecting these figures unless something really captivates me and really grabs my interest. Opening the blind box was cool. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed taking that chance to see what kind of figure I was going to get. Don't set your expectations very high for the Loyal Subjects G.I. Joe figures. If you don't set your expectations high, I don't think you'll be disappointed. So this concludes my first video in what I hope to become a long-standing series of action figure review videos. And some other things that I would like to get into is maybe going to toy stores, flea markets, and toy shows and things like that, and get some other people in the community involved, and yeah, maybe grow this as a channel and see where it goes. Toy collecting is a huge thing, has always been. And I see the G.I. Joe community. I'm watching this thing take place where there's so many people that I never knew existed. I never knew so many people were into this, especially people that I could like connect with and talk to. I've been in the Facebook groups for a couple of years now. I make T-shirts and hats. This hat's actually for one of my other channels, Gunslinger Firearms and Gear. You know, we do gun videos and we shoot and we have fun. Yeah, I've connected with people in this community, and I've made what I feel to be some pretty good friends. People that you know, sometimes when you meet people, you really hit it off just right off the bat with them. You meet people and you feel like it's somebody that you could have been friends with for a really long time, and that's what a lot of these people are, man. You know, I really enjoy what I'm doing with collecting. The Black Major figures got me back into collecting again, and got me back into buying more vintage figures and some of the custom stuff. And there is so much custom stuff out there, it's crazy. Some really cool stuff coming out. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the video. If you buy Loyal Subjects figures, if you collect Loyal Subjects figures, let me know what you think about them. Comment on the video, and let me know if you can see something behind me and pick it out that you want me to do a video on. Please do that. I've got a few rare pieces I'd like to do a video on. I've got some stuff coming to me, so I'll do some mail hauls. I'll do some unboxing and opening and whatnot. I won't be opening any of these. All right, later, guys.